Ago, their Steelers emerge from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The Carr's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 22.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now,
pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott now. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Fourth down, Prescott. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Giants. Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On play action, now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown, Giants. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On play action, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Play action now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Like 22, he's coming 22. Raider 1.
Now a play fake. Carr. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now Prescott. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, check back 34.
Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Carr now on first down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Carr. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Max 22, Max 22. I got one. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the Steelers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, Well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Eluded under pressure again, and down he goes again. Micah Parsons. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. That ball caught by Campbell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now, after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here. Go, get out there, get out there. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. We're going to 54. 126.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.